Good morning, everybody. Welcome to our Saturday training. I am Michelle Shore, and I'm here with Dawn Clifton.
Good morning. Happy Saturday.
Happy Saturday. Hope you guys all have your coffee and you're nice and settled and comfy.
Yes, please. So glad you're here this morning. As always, here lately, if you're new, we do about 30 minutes or so of social media and training and any updates that we've got in that realm and things that are going on. And then Doug does his amazing wizardry of the trading training that we love and can't wait for. So we'll get started here. Today, first of all, I would love to know in the chat who is just brand new to us. Not only our training, but just brand new to Kula Brands, and you haven't really had a chance to go through our training. You just put a 1 in the chat. That would be super.
We got some newbies. Oh. Mark.
Mark, you're not new.
You can always count on Mark and Udo.
Oh my goodness. Well, welcome, Jeff and Michael and Brian. So happy to have you here with us. We hope you get a lot of value from, what we do on Saturday mornings, and we appreciate you taking your Saturday mornings to be with us. So because you guys are brand new, a lot of what I'm going to say, you may not even understand or be aware of. So I just want you to know that ahead of time. And I want to direct you to kulaU. That is in your back office. There is a button at the very top of your back office when you sign in there that says kulaU. And when you go there, you do have to register for it. It's a really quick and simple process. You basically just click, the register button at the bottom of the page, and you'll be in and be able to do all the wonderful trainings that we have back there. And the reason I'm pointing that out is because you're brand new, and some things that I'm going to talk about you haven't really gotten to experience yet. So I really want you to go to kulaU based on what I'm going to talk about this morning and what Michelle's going to help with. And understand that there's some Twitter training back there. There's also some kulaSocial training back there. So be sure and take advantage of those trainings, because I think it's really going to help you being brand new with what we're going to teach today. So just wanted to point that out really quickly.
and for those of you who don't know, the Social Kula is our own software that we actually built that tracks your social media activities on the projects that we have going on. And you'll see, a little bit, some examples of that today as well. So.
Yes, thank you for that. I missed that totally. Thank you.
That's cool. Totally cool.
That's why you're my partner and I love you. So that's very important for you to understand. That is how we brand a lot of our inventors and their projects. That's how you get a lot of your branding points and royalties. So there's other ways to do it too, like Facebook Lives and things like that come up, other opportunities. But really, that's what we're trying to build for you in an effort to do a lot of things with your social media. So kulaSocial is a lot of ways to help you build your own social following. We try to automate that for you as much as possible. Working on social media, if you've ever done that before, it is so labor intensive and time consuming. So we really wanted to make that a quicker, easier, more efficient way for you to do your social media, build your own brand, help you brand and market all the other inventors and things that we have going on, and also build your social following and your social footprint, because we need to utilize that. We need to optimize your social media to build everything that we're doing on a global scale. So it's a really important thing. So you need to learn about it. We want to make sure you're up to speed on that. You can always, always, always ask questions here. That's why we're here on every Saturday, just to help you, and we're here for you and to answer your questions. So let's get started really quickly. What I'm going to talk about today is really, really quite important, and it's pretty serious. And I don't always like to be super serious. We like to have fun here, but this is just so important, and we really need to touch on this again. I know Michelle and I have been doing Saturday trainings for about a year now. We were looking back at, some different things we've been doing, and it's been about a year, and we were shocked, but it has, and we're having so much fun. But we have taught a lot about, your social media efforts, spamming, for example. We've tried to touch on that as much as we could. I don't really feel like we've done a good enough job at that, because from what we're seeing today, and, I'm not talking about just new people who don't understand what we need to do and why and the hows of that. I'm talking about people who have been here a while, and the things that we're seeing are quite scary to us on the inside, and looking out at what we're seeing across the social media scape. It's not just Twitter, it's Facebook, it's all the other platforms. So what we're going to talk about today does really apply to every social media platform that you're on. It's really universal. It doesn't matter if you're just focused on Twitter or Facebook or what have you. These rules still apply. And it's very important that you understand what we're going to talk about today. So,
and the reason too that we're so much emphasizing the spam, and we're going to kind of define a little bit today, like what spam actually is, besides the thing that comes in the tin can. But so I just thought of that. But anyways, so we really need to kind of define, first of all, what spam is, and then also we want to touch on why it's so important, and it's crucial because it's all tied to our software. So when we talk about our software tracking all of this, what you guys are doing on social media to earn points directly affects Kula Brands as a company, and our relationship in terms, of software with Twitter, Facebook, and the other social platforms. We actually have to go through an application process to be able to allow Facebook and Twitter to help us track what we're doing on social media. And if we're not very, very careful about what we're doing on social media, they can pull our permission, so to speak, from being able to interact with their platforms in a way that we need to track your points. So this is why it's so very important.
Absolutely. That is exactly why we need to talk about this. And we're probably going to be talking about this a lot based on what we're seeing coming back from kulaSocial, and, in tickets and things like that we're a part of. What we're seeing is quite disturbing. I will just be really frank. It's damaging us as a company. It's really, really, like she said, it's putting us on that thin line with Twitter and Facebook that we never, ever wanted to be on. And we absolutely need these social platforms right now to be able to brand and market, because we're doing a lot more than just giving you partial points for a tweet. It is so much bigger than that, and I don't know that everyone really understands why we even built the software. Yes, we built it for you because we wanted to give you an opportunity to earn even more points in pools. We wanted to give you that gift, and it is a gift, okay, and it is going to be taken away. Not that we're trying to be mean and harsh or anything like that. I mean, you know us well enough by now to know that we don't ever do anything intentionally to hurt you or upset you. But it is getting literally to that point that we have to set a new rule, and we have to be extremely strict about this rule going forward. And that rule is, if we find that an individual member is spamming, because we have trained on this so much, and we have tried to make you understand what spamming is, and please do not do it. And we've been really, really lenient, I would say, on that, in the past. But now we're at a point where, Facebook has now changed their rules. We can't even use Facebook anymore. Okay, so we're having to try to navigate that and try to figure out how in the world can we still use Facebook, because Facebook is huge and we need Facebook. We need all the people that are using Facebook every day. We've got to have that. It is helping us a lot. It helped us tremendously with Zip and Store. It is helping us tremendously with other projects that are, in the works of getting really out there and known. And it's so important. So we really need to be strict about this rule. And the rule is that if we find a member is spamming, and we know a lot of people who are right now, so we are going to be reaching out to you, but we're going to give you just a warning, because we have been training on this a lot, and you should know, because you've been in kulaU, you've seen the trainings on Saturdays, we've put messages out there in other ways, so you should be aware. So we're going to email, and if that spamming does not stop within that week that you get that email, we will have to remove you from kulaSocial, period. It cannot happen. We have to do something, because we're not getting through. So I hate to be that strict. We never, ever really wanted to do that, but it's just too important. And the spamming that we're seeing is not only hurting you as your social footprint is trying to grow, it's never going to grow, because people that see you and follow you on social media, all they're seeing is product, 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 product. They don't see anything of value at all, and they're never going to follow you. Well, if they don't follow you, it's a ripple effect. We need them to follow you, and we need you to post, correctly, I should say. I mean, there's lots of different ways to post, but you need to post in the right way for what we're trying to do, so that they will follow you, so that more people will see what we're doing and what we're about, and we'll grow as a whole community. It's really that important. So
it's about protecting Kula Brands as a whole, right? As I said, we have to go through this application process, and if they can track, because of our connection through the software, they can track, like Twitter, Facebook, they can track every single thing we do.
Oh, absolutely.
And it's under a microscope, because we are so connected, and we are going through a direct application. We're no longer just a user to them out there on the World Wide Web. We're connected through a very specific application process. So everything we do is kind of under a microscope, and they will actually shut us down.
Oh, they will, in a heartbeat, with no warning. They won't give us a warning. We're trying to give you a warning and help you. They will not give us a warning. We will just be cut off. And we cannot risk that. It's really scary for us sitting on this side of the fence. Really, really scary what we're seeing, because we know it's so close. I mean, we're so close to just being cut from Twitter because of what's happening with our community. And it's, we've got 4,500 members. That's a lot of activity that they're seeing, right? So we've got to be super careful. We've got to put that rule in place right now. It starts today. So we'll be sending out emails to those people that we're seeing are continually spamming after we've said, please don't. And that clock starts now. So if the spamming continues, I am so sorry, but next week we'll have to take you out of kulaSocial altogether until you go through the entire kulaSocial and Twitter training, because that's where we talk the most about spamming and what it is and not to do and what you should do instead, and we train on that. All the social media trainings that we've done, even Facebook, we've talked about, you can't spam. You have to do it in this way. You have to have 80% of things that you're passionate about, and only 20% of Kula Brands, whether it's Kula Brands, the company and what we're doing, or our products or whatever it may be. You know, the trading bot that's coming out very, very soon, you know, anything that has to do with Kula Brands, that can only be 20% of your post every day. So for example, if you post 5 times a day on any social media, only one of those posts can be about Kula Brands. The rest 4 have to be other things that you're interested in, other topics you're knowledgeable about or experts in. You have to build your following in that way. People will never follow you, and then we can't utilize your social footprint at all.
So Deborah's asking a really good question. Isn't the curation tool going to fix this?
No.
And I think Dawn can add. Yeah, I know Dawn can add to this, but I'm just going to say, in, like she said, in a word, no, because it's going to help. Absolutely. It is going to help you a lot with that 80%, but ultimately the individual is still in control over what gets posted. So we need to make sure that you understand why and how.
You have to understand the posting itself. You have to understand that, oh, okay, I have this amazing curation tool, and what that's going to do for you, honestly, it's just going to make it more efficient for you to use your social media. So instead of you having to scour the web, instead of you having to go out there and try to find other topics to post on, what the curation tool is going to do for you is it's going to bring all of that into one place for you. So you don't have to spend a lot of time searching. You're going to be able to put in keywords that you're interested in. For me, you know, old cars, muscle cars. I know that sounds crazy. Doug will understand.
Doug does understand.
You know, digital scrapbooking, because I love teaching that. You know, cooking, I love cooking and baking and all those kinds of things, and everything that has to do with my kids, of autism and all kinds of other things that, you know, I'm involved in. So it will pull all of that in for me into one place. So all I have to do is hop in the curation tool, pick several topics and things I want to talk about, post about. I'm going to have like RSS feeds, if you know what that is, if you're familiar with that, that's going to be drawn in. So all kind of articles about those subjects that I love. And I'm going to have a lot to choose from. So then I can create all of these posts at one time in the tool. And then I can even schedule those to go out at different times of the day, which is also very important. But in that, even scheduling, you've got to schedule it in such a way that it's not spamming. You've got to post one thing about a topic you love, another thing maybe about a topic you love, one Kula Brands post, then 2 more other topics that you love, and you're done. Now I know that the Social Kula and kulaSocial, it's 2 different names, but it's the same thing. You'll see that in different places. We got to fix that. But you'll see that you can post different times through Twitter on one subject and get partial points. So if you're doing that and want to take advantage of the branding points that you get through kulaSocial, you are going to have to schedule maybe 50 posts per day. Because if that's what you're trying to do is optimize the daily allotment of points that you can get, that's a lot of posting. So we're trying to make that as efficient as possible for you and have it in one place. And then you can do that and optimize those points per day. So yeah, it's not going to help you stop spamming. It's going to help you find other things to post about for sure, which will help your spamming issue, right? If all you have is Kula Brand stuff and you don't know what else to post, then it's certainly going to help with that. But like she said, you're ultimately in control of what you schedule, when you post stuff, and how you post it. So it's critical that you understand.
Can I quickly interject really fast? What I think I'm hearing is the people probably who are going to be contacted. If this is you, this is about the way. If this is what you're doing, this is what the problem is. I think, and if I'm wrong, let me know. But
you're right.
I think it's for those who go to the Kula Brands Twitter page and you see maybe 5 or 10 different product posts, and you sit down and you push one and then the next and then the next and then the next, and then so you decide, you know what, right now I'm going to do my branding, and you post like 5 or 10 things right then.
Mm-hmm.
4 or 5 things right then, and then you walk away and say, okay, I'm done with my branding today.
Right.
Is that what you're talking about? That's the spamming. It's the one brand after the next, after the next, after the next on the page.
Right. And do understand this, and thank you for pointing that out, Deb, because you are spot on. That's exactly what we know is happening. Okay, we understand you're in kulaSocial in the morning and you want to get all your branding done because you have a limited amount of time. We get it. Okay, I'm in the same boat. If I need to get on Twitter, I only have 30 minutes and I got to do whatever I can do to get my points for the day because I might not have an opportunity later. I get it. However, it's not working. So we're going to have to help you find a way to do that in the most efficient way possible. The curation tool will help you with that. You can schedule something on Sunday night for the rest of the week. We're going to help you get to that point. But right now, you're going to have to be really, really diligent and conscious of what you're posting because we don't want to shut you out of kulaSocial. That's the last thing we want to do. We really, really don't. I mean, we're not here just, trying to be big brother and, hurt you in any way. We're never like that. That's not our intention. But that's where we're at. And that's what's going to have to happen because people are not learning our trainings about spam. They're not really getting it. And I understand that you're using the Twitter tool and kulaSocial to get your posts out there, but we have to do it differently. We're just got to put our foot down. And Deb, you're so right. I mean, I can see how people go to kulaSocial and, oh my gosh, we've got 27 things we can tweet about and get points. So let me hurry and do it real quick. Okay, here's Park Smarts. Oh, here's Easy on Babies. Oh my gosh, here's Zip and Store. Here's this, here's that. Let me get these posts out here. And that's what they do. And we see it daily. I mean, we're watching your Twitter. Honestly, we are looking at your Twitter daily. We're watching kulaSocial. We're watching the points come in. We're seeing all the tickets about, hey, I posted 15 things and I didn't get points for it. So then we're going and we're looking at your Twitter and it's like, oh no, we've got to do something. So this is where we're at. So if you're going to use kulaSocial and you're going to just optimize all the different projects you can get points on now, because I know we added some more. I know for some it's not working and we understand that and we're working on that piece. But if you're in kulaSocial and you're doing that, just please, please, please be mindful that, okay, I've posted one thing with a hashtag and I'm going to get a point for that. Now I need to go find 4 more things, 3 more things. Okay, you've got to retweet other topics. You've got to add, some fillers in there. You have to. Then go back to kulaSocial and post another hashtag of something. You've got to do it that way. I can't stress that enough. I don't know what else to say about it's a must. It's crucial.
So Lorraine is asking a good question. She's asking, how does this affect the Power and Mastery of Influence classes and the 5 daily tasks we're supposed to post to groups? Sure. Lorraine, that's a little bit different. Obviously, the spam, we don't want you to spam ever for any reason. But it is a little bit different because that is not going through our Social Kula software. So that is not being tracked in any way for points. So it's a little bit different.
Absolutely. And a great question because we know we've been through Power and Mastery, right? We understand what the activities are. That's not what we're talking about. Power and Mastery of Influence, you're trying to reach as many people a day as you can and you're, kind of keeping track of that activity for class. And that's great. And that's different. And you're influencing and you're bringing other people into, our membership here. So that's a different thing altogether. You will not be penalized for that because you're not sitting here going to, 50 groups a day and messaging 50 people and posting hashtag, 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 hashtag of our products. You're doing something different. So that's fine. That's not what we're going to be strict about right now. So let me show you some very quick examples. I know we're running out of time, and I'm sorry I was long-winded about that, but it is so important, and we've been thinking about it for weeks, and just really, it's been a real struggle for us. So I apologize for being so on my soapbox. I do want to show you a couple of things.
So there's a couple questions that I think, we're going to show some examples for you guys now. And there's a couple questions that I think the answers might be covered in these examples.
Okay.
But basically, two people, Lou and Yolanda, kind of asking the same question.
Sure.
Does this count toward retweeting or reposting Facebook posts of others? So we're kind of going to cover that.
We will go over that. Absolutely. We'll go over exactly what we're considering spam, and we'll show you the difference. Okay. The first thing I'm going to show you is this is actually just, retweeting someone else's tweet with just a hashtag. We see this so much that in order for you to get your partial point and using kulaSocial, all you're doing is finding a post of someone else, whether it's Kula Brands corporate or any other member that you follow, and all you do is retweet with the hashtag. Okay, that's, if that was just one post in the day and the rest of your stuff was cooking or baking or whatever, golf, if that was it, that would be okay as far as the spamming goes. But I want to show you this example because you are not providing any value whatsoever to this brand. All you're doing is trying to get your point for the day. And that's not okay. kulaSocial was not built as just a mechanism for you to just rack up a bunch of points. It's so much bigger than that, and we need you to understand why we even built it in the first place. It's to help you brand and market our stuff. And this is not brand and marketing. You have the hashtag, right? But you're not providing any value about this product, and people are going to look at this and they're going to stop following you. They're like, yeah, so, okay. This isn't bringing, more followers to you, and it's not helping us in any way at all.
So what you're witnessing right now is Michelle spam.
Yeah,
that's right.
Spam. Michelle spamming Michelle. What should have they said there?
Anything about the product itself. If you're a hunter or an ice fisher, or you love to camp, or anything at all that you've experienced, or maybe even not experienced, but you know enough about Shiver Shield that you know what it does, you know who it can help, you have some knowledge of our products. And if you don't, please do not post about them. If you don't have a clue what Shiver Shield is or does, or Zip and Store, and you can't think of a single positive, amazing thing to say about it to bring other people interested in it, then don't post about that. And that's okay. There's lots of other opportunities for you to get points in that project. Okay.
The other thing you could do is, if you're looking at that original post by Kula Brands, like Shiver Shield is the ultimate cold weather gear, best on the market. You could even, just because you're doing a retweet, doesn't mean you could even post a reply to that as your retweet.
Absolutely.
You don't necessarily have to do a reply to make a reply.
Right. Exactly. You don't have to retweet this. You can just reply to it, and you'll still, with the hashtag. Well, with Kula Brands, if it's Kula Brands directly, you don't have to use the hashtag, but you could just, like she said, comment here, and that counts as well. So
and remember too that questions can be very engaging. So even if you can't think of, necessarily a comment to make, what about a question? Like, who's got theirs already? What's your favorite color? What's your favorite style? You know what I mean? Just questions can be very engaging. Even for other members too, because it would, kind of create, we've also talked about creating conversation among the members. Questions can really do that, right? I mean, the average person looking at what we're posting doesn't necessarily know what we know. So we could ask a question, something like, oh, where can I buy this? You know, and another member could post an answer. So, you know, other people don't know that we know each other and that kind of stuff, but that would definitely create engagement.
Absolutely.
Or where can I find a product review on this, you know, and direct them to a product review or something like that.
Absolutely. The engagement is the key. By you just retweeting and posting the hashtag, you're never, ever going to create any engagement at all from anyone. Nobody is ever going to comment on that post and say, tell me more. They're just not. They don't even know why you're posting that or what you're doing. So something like she's saying, like a question, you know, do you experience any outdoor activity where this could keep you warm? I go camping a lot in the mountains a lot in Colorado. Well, I said a lot. Let me remove that. Camping a lot in the mountains in Colorado, and this is brilliant. Add value. Give them something to chew on. Give them a question that makes them want to answer. Do something to create engagement. That's simple as it is. So, you know, with the Twitter tool and things like that they're coming, you know, we're going to help you make this more efficient. I know this is work, guys. I get it. We don't even get to do our own social media and use kulaSocial for ourselves because we understand it's work and we just don't have the time. But if you're going to use kulaSocial like you're using it, like we're seeing right now, where you're able to rack up, you know, I don't know, 25 posts a day, you've got time to do 5 valuable posts. You do. So that's, you know, I don't know. I don't know what else to say about that. But that's a really good example of just retweeting and throwing a hashtag out there. That's one example. Okay, I'm going to give you another example here. So bear with me just a second.
So Steve is asking, while we're just waiting for that to come up here, will retweets of non-Kula tweets count towards the 80%, or should those also be comments or replies? So I would say, yes, if it's non-Kula, it would definitely count towards the 80%, especially if you're not just clicking that retweet button, but you're also making a comment or a reply of some sort on that non-Kula related tweet. That's what I would say.
That is crucial. It is crucial that you engage with non-Kula members for any reason, any topic, right? There's a lot of times that I've been able to use some non-Kula members' posts and still get our product out there. You know, if they posted something, like I've answered questions before with our products. Somebody's asked a question about, you know, I'm trying to organize my pantry. Do you like IKEA or Container Store, or what do you use? And I would reply to that. I didn't retweet it or anything like that, but I just replied and I said, this is what I used and I love it. And I did hashtag Zip and Store. Well, they're going to click on that hashtag because I didn't post my link, right? I didn't post the link and say, oh, here, come to my Shop Kula and buy it right now. I didn't do anything like that, but I added value, and I added value to them and their question, and I slipped my product in there at the same time. So then what are they going to do? They're going to click on that hashtag because it's linked. Every hashtag on Facebook and Twitter are linked. So they're going to click that hashtag, and they're going to pull up all the posts about Zip and Store that we've made for the last year. And they're going to be able to see that product and, oh my gosh, there's 1,000 people using this product. It must be hot. Let me go check this out. And there you go. And then if they come back to me because I replied to them, they may reply back to me because I replied directly on that post. And they may ask me, you know, so where can I get this? This looks really cool. I know I could use this. This would help me organize things. Then I can post my link. They're asking me directly, where can I buy this? Because I need this, but I don't see this in stores. Then I can post my Shop Kula link directly to that product and say, here's where you can get it. There's several different options to choose from. That's adding value. That's helping someone with our amazing products. Our products are, very, they're very unique, but they're very specific to needs. We're trying to fill needs. That's what we do. Trying to find things that are broken and fix it, offer a solution. So our products are amazing for doing that. Every product we have. I post a lot on baby stuff, right? Easy on Babies is brilliant. And I'm a mom. I get it. I hated changing diapers. It was messy. It was gross. It was time consuming. I had to wash 50 onesies a day, right? I'm exaggerating, but I'm just saying you have to go through that with a little baby because they make messes all day long. Easy on Babies, one outfit. You're going to look cute all day long because I'm going to have one outfit on you and I'm not going to have to change it 20 times. And, that's a struggle for moms and dads. So here's the solution. So I post a lot of baby stuff. I answer a lot of questions of new moms. I love new moms because they're inexperienced and they're already seeing the struggle, but they don't have a clue that Easy on Babies is out there and can provide a solution, save them a lot of grief, save them a lot of time. Babies love it. It's perfect. So that's
don't forget, guys, you can also, before you even get to using a hashtag, you can also talk about the product without even mentioning the name of it.
Oh, sure.
Why would you want to do that? Because it creates curiosity for people. Mm-hmm. And if you mention, Dawn was saying, about the diapers, what if you engaged with a new mom who said, and you just happened to make a comment like, oh yeah, well, the diapers that I use or the product that I use doesn't have that problem because it's, it has the special, closure, front closure, whatever is related, right? However you can spin that conversation to apply to Easy on Babies, don't mention the product name. Sure. And then they're probably going to respond like, well, I've never heard of that. What product are you talking about?
Yeah. Then you can throw the hashtag at them. Oh, it's this. This is what it's called. Easy on Babies. They'll click that hashtag. What's going to happen next? They're going to see all the posts we've done about that hashtag, using that hashtag. Then they're going to come back and say, oh my gosh, this is amazing. I need to have one of these. Where can I get it? Then you can direct them, tell them where to get it. But you're creating such valuable engagement. It is crucial that you do that. We need more people to know about our products that aren't just our 4,500 membership base. We need the world out there in social media. There are so many people that use social media every day, and we need them to know about our products, but in the right way, not throwing your link at them and say, buy from me today, please, go to my shop. I need the points. Oh my gosh, I need the commissions. Please buy from me right now. I know you do. We all do. Believe me, this is our business. We do need money to come in. We do need, those royalties and stuff. But do you know how you're going to get so many more royalties on everything that you're doing? You're going to get our brands out there and they're going to take off like Easy on Babies is right now. Easy on Babies is now in a retail online store that so many other people shop. And guess what? We're going to get paid because now they're in a retail store with so many other people that aren't Kula brands, and they're going to buy those products, and we're going to get royalties next quarter. That's how you're going to increase your royalties and all the money coming in. That's how it works. You're not going to get a lot of money posting like this. This is spam. You're not going to get any royalties for this. You
really? Are you going to shut me down now?
I'm shutting you down. So, no, but what I'm saying is you're not going to build a lot of royalties using our tools and getting, 0.001 for every tweet. It's not going to happen. It's going to take you years to get enough points to matter. So stop worrying about that and worry about how can I be smart and get Park Smarts out there to moms and teachers and homeschoolers so that more people buy it, and then I'll get royalties, because your royalties at that point will be worth so much more than a .001 in the pool. So please think about that as you're doing this and using kulaSocial and just getting things out there. I mean, this, this, I'm sorry, is so wrong. This is not doing anything for us at all. And we see this every single day. There are many, many members who don't understand they're spamming. So we're trying to get to you today and help you understand this, because we've got to make some changes. We have to stop this activity right here.
And the other type of spam, and I don't even know if, that one that's showing up right there, whether you're hunting or playing, you notice that that's an exact copy of what was posted on the Kula Brands corporate.
Yeah, this is just an exact copy. So see, Kula Brands here, our corporate page, we posted this. Okay, whether you're hunting or playing, make sure you conquer the cold in comfort. To come back behind it and retweet, I'm sorry, I accidentally clicked on something. To come back and retweet this and copy and paste the same exact verbiage with the hashtag, I don't understand that. What are you even giving as value here?
That could not be any more clear definition of spam.
This is truly spam. This is crazy. And please don't do this, because you're not providing any value whatsoever. You're getting your point. You're getting your partial point. And I know that's what people are doing. I know that's the mindset. And that's what we're trying to get to today, is that mindset. Please change this mindset. Don't think about so much this .001 that I'm getting today for this project. That's important. Yes, true enough. It is. I want points. I get it. But this is not helping us, and this is looking awful on your own Twitter. This looks awful. If anybody goes to Michelle's Twitter, I hope she deletes these today, because if anybody goes to her Twitter,
say, are you giving Michelle a warning today?
Yeah, I'm getting a warning.
Girl, you have been warned. I'm telling you, it's happening. Yeah, and you have to delete these, because if anybody comes to her Twitter now, what are they going to see? Oh my gosh, this is, I don't care anything about hunting gear. I don't need to follow her. Let me unfollow her right now, because this is annoying. And I don't really want to see this on my Twitter feed every day. So they're going to stop following her.
And the other thing that Dawn is saying too, in terms of the points, instead of thinking, and this has been a challenge for me as well. So instead of thinking in terms of the number of points you're getting, think about the value of that point monetarily. If we get these products out into the marketplace, .001 could be worth like $50 eventually.
I'm serious.
Well, if people stop following us and we don't have that outside attention other than, the 4,000 to 5,000 members, then that .001 is going to be worth .0001 cents.
Yeah. How many people have gotten royalties on, let's just say, Park Smarts? How many people have gotten royalties on Park Smarts? I know I have. And I would say it was less than $5. Would you agree with that? All the points I have in Park Smarts was probably less than $5 right now. Well, why is that? Well, we've been working really, really hard on getting Park Smarts out there, and now we're at a point we couldn't get it out there before, okay? But here we are today, and now we're at a point where she's got several POs, purchase orders. She has her books now in several national parks. Oh my gosh, do you know what that means? How many people go to national parks during the summer when they're taking their road trips and their summer vacations? I do. I try to visit at least one national park a year. I love national parks. Well, they're always going to go to not the bookstores, but the gift shops, right? And they're going to see their books and they're going to purchase them. And if enough people do that travel through those different parks, and there's 25 different books now, 25 different parks, that could be huge in royalties in the next year. Huge. It's going to just grow and grow and grow. These national parks are now coming to Dodie and saying, I need more books. I've sold out. That's more royalties. So that 0.001 down the road is going to, now it's not going to always be 0.001. Okay. We're still in beta. We're going to adjust those points for you if we can stop the spamming. Because right now, we can't risk giving somebody 0.1 on their tweets if all they're going to do is spam all day long. We can't. It's not right. And we just can't award bad behavior, so to speak. It's what I use on my son.
I tell you, you girls are on fire today.
Oh, man.
I know.
I've bit my tongue for too long, and I'm sorry, Doug, we bit into your time, but I can't do it anymore. We have to get through. We have to.
Tell you, that was the fastest 50 minutes I've ever seen.
Oh my gosh. All right. I want to show you really quickly. That was an example of spam. Okay. Michelle did a beautiful job this morning posting so many spammy things for us, and I appreciate it.
I'm a great spammer. I don't know if that's a compliment or not.
Yeah, you're a beautiful spammer. Yes, I love it. So first of all, I'm going to just show, my tweets and replies here and show you a little bit of a different spin on what we just saw with her. Please ignore the Minecraft stuff. I do not play Minecraft. My son does, and he's connected to my social medias. So, yeah, this is beautiful. But anyway, so he's connected to my YouTube. He's on YouTube now, right, watching some songs. But anyway, just ignore that. So, I've been posting here and there, just different things that have appealed to me, different things that, I've really loved this week. And that's what we need to do. We've got to fill, here's another YouTube video, Gumball. He loves Gumball. Anyway, we've got to fill our Twitter with other things. Now, this is going to be funny, and I'm going to stop this, right? Because it's a lot of Minecraft stuff that I don't really want to be interested in. So I don't want people following me thinking, oh my gosh, all you do is play games all day. Because that's so not true. But so I'll clean that up. But, just going through here, there's just so many other things we can post about. I post a lot on Instagram, and I connect that to my Twitter. So that helps me post a lot more fluff, if you will, just using Instagram as that mechanism to give me more posts on Twitter. And I love that aspect because I don't have to focus on Twitter as much. I can just go to one social media, but my Facebook and Twitter are connected to my Instagram. So I just post there as well when I post. So that helps me build my other social media. You just got to fill it. I haven't posted about a project in a little bit of time, right? It's been a while. I haven't been on my Twitter. But if I had, you would see some other stuff in between. So here's Park Smarts. I love Park Smarts. I retweeted this, okay? And Park Smarts will bring your family together, okay? That's, you've got to add some value, right? Anyway, just gingerbread house fun, all kinds of different things that we're posting about. Just fill it up with value and other things, okay? Just really focus on doing that. The last thing I want to show you, I did want to give you, we've been playing with the new Twitter tool more and more. So I do want to give you a sneak peek of that. I know we wanted to last week, and we were having some issues, and we didn't want to show some things, but some of those issues are being resolved. So we want to give you a really sneak peek. This is going to be a little bit more efficient for you. I can pull in different topics right here in front of me. A lot like the curation tool, this is going to be a little more efficient for your Twitter. So as you can see here, I've pulled in a topic homeschool. So now I can go through all the different posts that I see, about homeschool. Now, I did not use a hashtag because I didn't want to be just hashtag specific. If you put just the keyword, sometimes you can pull in even more because people will actually use the word homeschool in their posts like you see here, but they didn't necessarily use the hashtag of homeschool. So I might miss a lot of posts if I just use the hashtag. So I've come in here and I've looked at a lot of posts here about hashtag. I've replied to some. You know, I've retweeted some, I've commented on some, liked some. Just, I'm trying to get into that niche, right? There's a lot of bloggers that do deal with homeschool, and Park Smarts is perfect for them. You know, my little guy loves Park Smarts. I'm giving it to his classroom because they just love it. They love the books and the games, and it's a great teaching tool. So it's great for homeschoolers. So I'm pulling in stuff like that. And then too, if I follow a bunch of these homeschoolers, they're likely going to follow me back. And then when they can see some real value about Park Smarts, they may purchase. They may ask me more. What is Park Smarts for kids? That sounds really cool. You know, I could use that at home, teaching my kids about the national parks. Well, yes, you could. Here you go. You know, this is just in an effort to help you not only feel that 80%, but also help you kind of think about, you know, outside of what we normally do, which is go to Kula Brands Corporate and retweet stuff that we see there because it's, you know, oh, it's on Kula Brands Corporate, it must be important, so let's retweet this out. Yes, we appreciate that. But we also want you to think about, no, let's give some value to that, right? Let's get other followers to follow me that don't follow me now that could use Zip and Store, right? I love Instapot. This is just one of the things I'm crazy about right now. I love Instapot. It's so quick. I have such a hard schedule with not only work, but, you know, my little guy and school and homework and Cub Scouts that we're really deeply involved in. I don't have time to cook most of the time. So this is great, and I love Instapot. So I'm following this, and I'm following a lot of people, and they're following me back, and I'm replying to their posts, and they're replying to mine, and I'm slipping in Zip and Store every now and then, right? Because Zip and Store keeps me organized in my fridge. It keeps me organized in my freezer. I can just grab my ingredients and throw them in the Instapot, and boom, I have dinner in 15 minutes. It's crazy good. So, you know, you got to think outside the box, and you got to really help brand our stuff in a very, just a very efficient way. You know, so anyway, I just wanted to give you a sneak peek at the new Twitter tool. It's coming very soon. We're working hard on getting this, you know, just really polished and ready for you to start using. So this will help you, I think, too. It's a little different than kulaSocial. You know, you will have to know the hashtags in order to get the points by using this, but we'll have that in here too as well.
So Udo says, Instapot, great way to store weed.
Oh, wow.
There's a reason we call it the riffraff room, right?
Yes, that's why we call it riffraff. Exactly. Yeah. That's such a riffraff statement.
Yes. You guys are funny. Between Mark and Udo, it's quite Saturday.
I love them so much. All right, so that's all we had today. I'm sorry we took extra time, but I think it was just very, very important, and especially with the new rule that we're having to put in place now, we need you to understand. So sorry, Doug. We love you.
No, that's perfect, Don.
Sorry, Doug.
You know, I think showing the new tool, when I originally designed the first version of this, the whole idea was to be able to have those categories that, like you're showing, that you want to attract or you want to be involved in. Whether it's Instapot, golf, surfing, muscle cars, whatever it is, that you're trying. And when you like or reshare or comment on one of these guys, it goes directly to your Twitter, right? So it creates that mix, and it's very easy to scan these columns was the idea, and find things to share, find things to get involved in.
So much. I love this. It is very quick and easy. It's so efficient, guys, to just, you know, get other followers and create engagement in other ways. It's just beautiful. It's a beautiful, beautiful tool. And Doug, you're a genius. I mean, I don't know if you've been told that, but you're just.
No. but you're really showing it extremely well, you know, and that is the idea, you know, to make it simple, but very engaging, and it looks very natural on your page.
It does. Absolutely.
I haven't seen it in a while, so thank you for showing it.
Oh, you're welcome. Yes, your creation is amazing. I love it.
Beautiful.
Mark just ordered pizza for everybody.
There we go. We're all good.
Thanks, Mark. All right, we're done for today. Thank you so much, guys, for listening to my rant. And if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to ask. We are here to help you. We're not here to hurt you. So
there is one quick question that I think we could maybe clarify. Keith was asking, just to be clear, if we are on that list, does it mean no more branding points for the member?
That's what it would mean, absolutely. So for that, for that week time period that you have as your warning, you're absolutely going to continue to get points. But then if we see that the spamming is continuing after that week, we will just cut kulaSocial from your membership dashboard. You won't be able to even, access it or get any more points until you go through that full training on kulaSocial and Twitter. And when you go through that training, we're going to trust that you now understand what's the right and wrong way to do it. You'll also have this in your back office. This is a really long training. I'm sorry, but it will be back there in kulaSocial. I'm sorry, in KulaU. So you can, watch this again if you have any doubts whatsoever. And at that point, after you do go through that training and you let us know that, we will open kulaSocial back up and you can get points again. But we will be monitoring. And if we keep seeing spam, it's going to go away for that member. It has to. We don't know what else to do.
Yeah, guys, you got to think about it. Everybody has time invested in the products. We have literally thousands of dollars invested in the custom software.
Mm-hmm.
And to lose it because a few members spam it's just not reasonable, and it's not fair to everybody else. So Don, Michelle, great job today. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.